Happy Halloween! Coming to you live once again from the Flagami Studio. Hello everybody and happy Friday.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV.
Oops, I almost pressed the wrong button. And in case you haven't guessed, I'm a space shuttle astronaut. You can tell how old this particular costume is because I don't think the space shuttle has flown for 15 years. Well, everybody, greetings, happy Halloween, and Chip and Chatter. Celebrating Halloween on Friday and the Day of the Dead on Sunday. Party time, y'all. Cheers from Central Arkansas. Hello, Lucky Duck Productions moderator, Sue in the house. And of course, the RV DJ, Jim, the supervisor, Christopher Olsen from the great land of Sweden. Those who wonder, happy Halloween from likely the last camping adventure of the year in north central Massachusetts. Well, yeah, it is time to head south if you plan on keep on. Robert is ready to blast off. Yes, Jim Foster PM as opposed to AM. By the way, don't forget is it fall back or spring forward? Fall back, right? This Sunday. And happy Halloween, everybody. Let me get my IPA real quick here. Yeah, I think I only worn it once for a party we did with the band many years ago at the Outboard Club in Miami. It's been a while. And today I went by Publix and picked up a 6-pack of Elysian Space Dust IPA. I thought it would be appropriate, Space Dust. Since I'm in a space suit, ready to take on, to infinity and beyond. And because this is the beer that they have on tap at Beer Bellies in Quartzsite. So I was feeling kind of nostalgic for Beer Bellies and Quartzsite. We've had some great times there while at Quartzsite. And I still hope to be able to make it to Quartzsite this year. So everybody, happy Halloween. I'm not supposed to drink while I'm on the space shuttle, but doesn't matter. Cheers. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Pete Diaz, hello Pelicans, Key West in the house, love the costume, thank you. And Key West in the house for sure, cool. Mark Z Hammer, that outfit is awesome. Traveling Robert, Pumpkin IPA would be appropriate. Yeah, that would be most appropriate too. But space dust and a space suit, great combination. Yeah, thank you, young Dave. I like it, yeah. Rob on the road, greetings from me, the greatest me ever has been. Well, that much is certain. That's a smooth IPA, yes, Trent Kibber. And this is ground control to Major Rob, yeah? And it's gonna be a very long time. Michael Briggs, howdy from Texas. Happy Halloween. And before I forget, I have some mail here. I went by the P.O. box and I've got my new issue of Texas Parks and Wildlife. Thank you, Edna Kruger, if you're watching. And there's a great state park here in Hill Country that I think I want to visit. It's called the Garner State Park. Very cool. In Hill Country, it has hikes and you wouldn't think this is Texas. But yeah, apparently that is Texas. And then I got a postcard from Steve Giblin, eyeglasses guy. And this one is from Lake George. Where is Lake George? Beautiful state. I don't think it says. Queen of American Lakes, and another letter from Steve Gibling, and this one has several, pamphlet. Cruise Lake George, departures. Where is Lake George? New York, right? 32 miles long. Is this one of the Finger Lakes? Anyway, I'm going to read up on all this. Look at that. Send me all kinds of information because travels with Peli Cruiser will be coming soon. We forgot to take a costume to the cruise ship. And yeah. Love the close-up picture of the Javelina on the cover of that magazine. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah. And Lake George is near me in upstate New York. Where's Illy's costume? Yeah, as I said, we forgot to take a costume to the ship. Boston Terrier Plant. I like the NASA hat. One of my boys has been a NASA aerospace engineer since January of this year. Cool, that's gotta be a cool job. And yeah, this NASA hat came with this costume that I bought, I wanna say 15 years ago. Elsa Hernandez, how was your cruise? Did you encounter any storms going to Mexico? It was choppy on the way to Mexico, and you could feel it. Especially if you sat somewhere where you had a point of reference and the horizon behind it, that horizon would go like woo, and woo, and, not as quickly, but you could definitely feel it, especially that night at the nightclub. And it wasn't because we had a few drinks, it was really quite choppy. The cruise was good. I'm probably not the best person to ask because I've discovered that I'm not really a cruise person. But there were some great moments, especially the moments that I got to spend, spending time with the fellow Pelican heads. It was a Peli cruise after all, so Donovan, who organized it, he organized, it was supposed to be like a mini teeny lounge, but I ended up not singing. We just ended up, talking to each other, getting to know each other, and that kind of thing, which sometimes is more important. And then we had a great dinner together at the Pink Agave, which is the Mexican specialty restaurant on board. So yeah, let me go back here. Has anybody seen my mom? I know my mom was supposed to be here. Let me see if she's here. Hey. Nope, she's not here yet. Let me scroll down here. So yeah, Peli Cruz is in the books. Best space song, Rocket Man, Space Oddity, Man on the Moon. Hey, young Dave. Fly Me to the Moon. Yeah, there's some good space flight songs for sure. I'm scrolling down here. Hey, Daniel Ruiz, my wife, dad's C-133 flew the Apollo 11 back from Hawaii to Travis Air Force Base in California after he splashed down. He got a team patch and recognition from NASA. That's awesome. Hey, Remy is in Ohio. You already Ohio? From Michigan to Ohio. Well, it's the next state. I'm assuming you're slowly making your way back. It's cooling down in Florida. It is safe to come down already. It was 68 degrees this morning. So Natalie Driscoll, great costume. Happy Halloween. Well, thank you, and happy Halloween to you too. Where are you taking the Peli shuttle? To Peli Moon. I don't know. We have to come up with a planet, a Class M planet for Peli. DG on the road. Happy Halloween. Greetings from Cedar, Lebanon State Park in Tennessee. Happy Friday. It must be lovely in Tennessee this time of the year, huh? When will we see the remainder of your Route 66 journey? Well, I think in 2 weeks we're gonna start. We're gonna retake Route 66. This Sunday, as you probably saw from the thumbnail, it's gonna be Toronto, the last, this Sunday is the last trip with Mini Tini, the original. I wanted to finish that series. And then I'm going to publish my travels with Mom from 2 months ago. And then after that, it's going to be Route 66 probably for the rest of the year. Even though in the meantime, I might pick up the new travel trailer, which I don't know yet. Did you get to the top deck? Yes, we did. Actually, the top deck turned out to be it's a running track. No Mom sighting in the radar. Hi, Mom, if you're there. No, I tried at Al and Paula Boyce. How long will you be in the home front to get your mail, as I have something to send? Coral Gables. I'm going to be here for another 2 weeks, because in exactly 2 weeks I have another doctor's appointment for Mom. And then after that, I'm flying to Vegas to pick up Peli Cruiser. And I'm going to do that hike in the Grand Canyon. But I'm going to do that it's going to be a short trip, which I'm probably going to do solo. So there's always going to be Ili here if something needs to be picked up from the P.O. box. But for sure, I'm going to be here for another 2 weeks. Then I'm doing that Grand Canyon hike. I mean, Mom's health permitting, which we already have permits for and all that. So that's kind of the plan, for the immediate plan for November. December, if all goes well, at some point I want to fly out west again. Or maybe stay out west and finish Route 66. We'll see. We'll see when the ORV is ready. You know that there are so many variables, which I always... Happy Friday from Jim in DC, 1851. Appears you're ready for lunch or lunch or both. Yeah. I hear space food is not great though. Remy, is your next trip to the space station? Yeah, before they dismantle it, which is going to happen in the next couple of years. Yeah, definitely. Although I would definitely love to take a trip on Starship to the moon, to infinity and beyond. Senor Cables, yes. Hey, John Chucker. Hello, my friend Traveling Rover. How are you doing this beautiful evening? It is nice to see you. Your friend John Chucker from Waterbury, Connecticut. Which, by the way, before I forget, I do have new merch, and if you want to check it out, I'm going to put a link here. This is a new T-shirt that we're releasing with, and check it out. It's with Peli Cruiser. And I was going to do something here, but I don't know if I can do it. Let me see if I can do it. Let me see if it works, first of all, because I haven't done this in a while. If I could. Yeah. So this is it. It has the free in my RV with Peli Cruiser, and that's a very flattering photo of me last week at Peli Cruise, which wearing the T-shirt. So if you guys want to check this one out, it's there for sale. And yeah, this is my first professionally made design. Up until now, I've made all the designs myself, but Bonfire, which is one of those, is one of the main companies that makes T-shirts, reached out and they offered a free design. So I'm like, yeah, and I really like what they did. So Chip and Chatter, is November still on track for picking up the new ORV? Well, last Wednesday, Outdoors RV finally published pictures on schedule, actually, that the 21 BDs, they have come offline, which I guess means that they're finished or they're coming offline. You know, I'm sure not all of them came offline on the same day. Maybe they're still building it. I don't know how many they build of one particular floor plan. But the thing is, they have to transport it all the way to Pennsylvania. I don't know how long that's gonna take. And I have a very short window of opportunity here, because if it's not ready like by Monday, which is not gonna be, I'm gonna have to go pick it up in December, let's face it. So, golden anniversary, greetings Robert and fellow Pelican heads. We're back in Florida after 3 weeks in New Jersey. All right, in New Jersey, I bet you it's getting chilly up there. Road Unraveled, happy Halloween. And Kevin Bentley, happy Halloween. I will enjoy my Space Camper IPA to go with your costume. You know, the Space Camper IPA, by the way, was the one IPA they had on draft on the ship, on Pellicruz. So we had quite a few of those. Glad you didn't go to Jamaica. You're safe. Yeah. And Jamaica has been really bad this hurricane. I'm really bummed out we didn't get to go to the Dominican Republic, which goes to show one thing I've learned. Don't go on a cruise because of the destination, because they can change it last minute, because it can change. You know, it's what happens. Go for the cruise. And that's what I'm going to do next time. Mr. CLT, hello, Robert, and all you Pelican Heights out there. Love the NASA costume. Just saw a SpaceX launch in Vandenberg. I haven't seen a SpaceX launch in a while, but we have to change that. Can't wait, send a super chat anymore. This has been happening for the last 3 live streams. Really? I wonder what if Google is doing something. I'm resetting the chat here because everybody's saying hello to my mom. Oh my God, my son is a spaceman. No, I'm a rocket man. Rocket man. Yeah. I always wanted to be a spaceman, you know. Darlene Brown, happy Halloween to you and everyone else. Happy Halloween to you too. Let me scroll back here, see who else is here, because I kind of reset the chat there. Camila 64. Looking forward to getting on Route 66 soon. Hopefully there's some great stops going west into the sunset. Oh, there are plenty of stops. Hello, Robert from New Hope, Pennsylvania, and beautiful Bucks country. You're an inspiration for traveling. Thank you, Lorraine City. Ooh, sorry about that. Nice shirt. Thank you. Thank you, Alex. Have you seen the new Peekadoo Link power bank for Starlink Mini? Looks like it could be a real game changer. Was that video by, what's his name? Beard guy, Hobotech? I saw it. I might buy it. I might take it to the bottom of the Grand Canyon and do a live stream from the bottom of the Grand Canyon. The battery lasts 4 hours on Starlink, so yeah, that should be cool. Chip from Raider, hello everybody in the chat. Hello to you too, and Chip and Chatter, hello mom. Yeah, everybody, and that IPA sounds good, Robert. Yeah, and today I'm having, for those of you just joining us, Elysian Space Dust. It's kind of hard to come by that Space Camper IPA from Kansas City. So then, you know, and they had it on the boat, which is strange. But they did, in a can and in draft, depending on, they'd probably have some kind of deal with Boulevard Brewing Company. How about a space cowboy? You know, my cowboy hat is in Pellicruiser, but that would have been a good combination. You know, my space suit, which by the way is getting warm, and my space suit costume with the cowboy hat. And I'll be like, what's that movie? That was Clint Eastwood, right? Mark Kaminsky, happy Halloween from Colorado Springs. Fly Me to the Moon reminds me of that song, Traveling Robert. Perfect suit. Thank you. Thank you, Reming Pasión. So, yeah. Robert S., how was the cruise? The cruise was great in many senses. It's just me. I'm not a cruising person. And, you know, it's like a phobia that I have when on the cruise. Sometimes I felt a little like claustrophobic, like trapped, you know, like even though it's a big ship and you can do many things, you're still trapped on a ship, which I don't know if that makes sense. But we had a great time. We had some great moments for sure. Jim in DC, that's as bright orange as my Clemson shirt. I tell people I'm either a Tigers fan or picking up trash along the road. That could be it too, or you could work for Home Depot. Did they let you drive the ship? I think the ships are all. There's no like a big wheel anymore. I think all these things are computerized these days. And we got some choppy weather going west towards Cozumel, and then it was very nice coming back towards Bimini. Amazingly enough, because the hurricane was fairly close. I mean, we had the entire island of Cuba in between us and the hurricane, but still, that was it was. And then we went to Bimini. Was actually one of the highlights because we were hanging there by the beach and the pool. There was a nice beach club with a DJ, great people watching, great drinks. And you can't tell by looking at me with these lights, but I do have a tan. I do have some tan lines that I would love to show you, but I'm not going to. I like the new camera angles outside the C-Class. Thank you. And on not this Sunday video, which is going to be still with Mini Teeny, but on the next, I got a text. It's a Facebook message. Oh, Rita Diodato. Hello there. Greetings. Any plans for another Europe trip? We went to Galicia on our small camper this month and loved it. Although you make us want to go back to Route 66, R&R. Nothing solid, but for next year, I would definitely. We need to start planning out next year at some point here. Definitely not in summer, especially if we're gonna rent a camper van or some kind of motorhome. But by the way, where's my? Somebody hit away my little bell. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much, Rita. And Barry Jones, thank you for that super chat. My girlfriend bought me a huge NASA coffee cup. I love it. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you too. Yeah. I wrote to you, very beautiful clothes. Thank you, Mom. Yeah. And I'm trying to scroll here. And nice costume, Robert. Happy Halloween from LC Rayner. And it's a jumpsuit. Yeah, this is a jumpsuit. Let me get a little farther away so you can see the whole thing. And luckily, even though I'm this far away, I'm wearing the microphone so you can probably hear me well. But yeah, this is it. Nothing's showing, right? No. So yeah, it's a strange feeling. I've never worn a jumpsuit before. So yeah. So the plans for the rest of the year, by the way, is Mr. CLT travelingrobert.com. Yeah, that's the website where you can find it. I need to add a link to the new shirt to the website at some point, which is this right here. And yeah, that's gonna be for now a limited time offer, and it comes with and now I lost my internet, but it has did several different models. There you go. Even a V-neck, can really tell. And it has several colors too. I just decided to, since the graphic is that way, I decided to do mostly darker colors, because the light colors didn't really look all that great with this design here. So that's it. That's the new apparel for now. Orange is the new black. I started watching that series when it came out on Netflix, but I never quite finished watching it. So, hey, what happened to my other window here? Ha. I'm getting the sniffles. Do you think I'm allergic to beer? That would really suck. Speaking of NASA, I highly recommend the audiobook The Right Stuff, narrated by Dennis Quaid. He played Gordon Cooper in the movie. I saw the movie. I watched the movie many years ago, but I have not read the book or listened to it. So, Mom wants to know what she is 4158 because that's the number that you chose or got assigned to you. We need to change that. Remind me to change that because that can be changed once every few weeks or months. I forget. But, YouTube no longer displays your name. Unless you, not even if you do a super chat anymore, right? Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. This is the weirdest thing. By the way, Alan Shedwood, say hello to my mom. Please get more Forex in the lighter colors, please. I'll check it out. The thing with the lighter colors, I tried it, but the graphics didn't really look all that great in lighter colors. But I'm wearing a Bucky's from JMC Aragon. Onesie to hand out candy tonight. Cool. Bucky's. I love those. As long as the RV DJ, as long as you're in Florida, I'm thinking that's where we're going to come visit. Most likely. I haven't looked at my calendar for next year, but most likely. If you're really coming, I'll make sure we're here. It's your at. Yeah. Does mom like cats? I have 3 marble kittens. I don't know. We'll ask her. Maxine Oliver, hello. Robert and Ely and mom. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween to you too. Yeah. Which, by the way, I didn't buy any candy. So we live in a neighborhood when we don't have too many kids in this neighborhood. It's mostly elderly folk, but yeah. You're welcome, Alan. And my wife and I had a wonderful time on Peli Cruise. Meeting you guys was definitely the highlight. You guys are so kind and humble. Thank you for putting on the cruise. No, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah. The cruise certainly had some great moments, especially meeting all of you guys at the first meetup and then at the Pink Agave. Those were some of the highlights. The other highlight for me was probably the ATV tour that I did with Raul and his wife Lydia, Raul Medina, which we kind of bumped into each other more than anybody else on the cruise. I don't know if it was stalking us or if it was just pure coincidence, but that was another highlight. We took an ATV tour to a cenote. Cenote is like an underground cave, although this one was not so underground, but still we went to a bat cave. The bats were right there. You could see it. Wait till you see the video. I don't know when I'm going to publish the Peli Cruz video, but it's going to be fun. We had a lot of fun in Bimini as well. And some of the shows, I enjoyed the music a lot. There was a Plan V band we saw one night, and there's the Latin band that we saw another night. And for the most part, all that was really cool. Yeah. I hate to know what your bar tab was for the cruise, LOL. I don't want to know. I have the Bucky's 2025 Halloween shirt. It glows in the dark. Now, how much would you pay? That would be cool. Are we considered elderly now, Robert? No, just seasoned. I'm not. Well, next year I'm going to be able to go to the 55 plus RV parks. Does that count? A couple years ago, they sent me an AARP membership, and I'm like, really? No, not yet. I don't want that yet. But eventually, right? as long as we can kind of move all our joints and be coherent, the idea is to enjoy as much as possible, right? You are only as old as you act. There you go. And this cruise ship, if there's something to be said for this cruise ship, it was adults only, right? But it was a cruise ship full of adults acting like kids. That's one way to put it. Solomon, a rolling stone, gathers no mess. Keep rolling and you don't get old. Yeah, there you go. I'll be like a rolling stone then. And look at the Rolling Stones. They're like in their 80s and they're still like rocking and rolling and doing shows. And so there's something to be learned from them. So yeah. In that case, I'm 12, Sonia. 12 with how many years of experience? That would be the question to that one. Huh? So, yeah, I don't know if 12, but I think the sweet spot was probably around 30-ish, and the rest is just experience, right? Says Remy Pasión, age is just a number. Yeah. And yeah, because we're on Earth, right? Talking about our theme here. If we lived on Pluto, we would be like a baby, or even on Uranus. How many years does Uranus take to actually, there's a question for how many years does Uranus take to go around the sun? 84 years. So according to, if I lived in Uranus, I would be like a toddler, not even a year old. Sounds like my type of cruise, acting like kids. Sign me up for next year. All right. We'll definitely do that. Michael Whitehead, when are you going to pick up the Outdoors RV? Nobody knows for sure. I know that the first batch of 21's BDs, because they posted it on Facebook, the first batch of 21 BDs just came offline. Just, they finished them. But that's all I know. So, Bulldog, always be a kid at heart. Yeah, you have to sometimes not act your age, right? And do silly stuff and yeah. So yeah, refills anyone? Actually, no, I still have the barometer today. The barometer today is going faster than normal. I don't know why. Sergio Stainizze. Boa noite, Robert. Obrigado pelo seu trabalho. Sergio e Luciana de Santa Catarina, Brasil, assistindo ao live. Obrigado a você. Obrigado. Thank you for being here on the live stream. Always remember old horse. I don't remember old horse. Hi. DVR Tiner, I'm here. Hey, Roberto, what's your day-to-day life on the RV? It depends where I am. It depends how long I'm going to be on the RV. It's we usually get up early, and it just depends. I mean, it's different every day. That's the good thing about the RV. Are you going to get airbags for Starship to help with the new RV? Most likely, very likely. I'm going to try to tow it from Chip and Chatter. I'm going to try to tow it stock first. By the way, they finally came out with the dry weight, and it's not so bad. Dry weight for the titanium series is 6730. So yeah, it's 10K fully loaded, but 6730s, and I don't have to fully load the ORV, right? And in fact, I bought I think it arrives tomorrow on Amazon, a meter that tells me how many gallons I'm putting in. So I'm going to try to fill it up like to 30, 40 gallons tops, that fresh water, just so I don't fill up the gray ever. And I mean, and we travel relatively light, so I think we're gonna be fine. At least initially, I think we're gonna be fine. What's going on here? I'm trying to figure out, but it doesn't tell me. Anyway, let me pay attention to you guys. Jean Lavoy, I haven't been on a cruise in 30 years. I think I might be a little overdue. I mean, they haven't changed all that much. This version is very different in the sense that the food is different, the entertainment is different, the ship is set up different. It's adults only, as it's. I mean, the swimming pools, it's there. I mean, you have to get there early if you want to, be able to enjoy it. And then the food is really good. It can be hit or miss, but when it's good because they have like these specialty restaurants, so you have a variety of things. I kind of miss having the buffet, to be honest about it. Find joy wherever you can. That's life. Yeah. The song. Is it Halloween or the Day of the Dead for you, Robert? What's for supper? To ire candy. No, it's Halloween. I've never celebrated the Day of the Dead. It's Halloween and no, not even candy. We had a late lunch, so supper is going to be something very light, probably some ham and cheese or something like that. I don't think we're gonna do like a proper supper today. A warp spit on the beer, yeah, for sure. Either that or I'm really thirsty. And you guys are going crazy with the cannoli. Traveling Robert from Road Unravel. Do you have any big road trip plans or ideas for 2026? Any international trips? 2026, I haven't really made any plans. I think I'm gonna. 2026 is gonna. I'm gonna plan some kind of international trip at some point. But I'm just gonna wing it for now for 2026. I'm not gonna make any big plans. I don't want to do any big plans or theme trips like Route 66 or any long commitment like that. I'll be probably as surprised as you guys are when we release a video, or we're just gonna play by ear, see what's the next state park along the route and just stay there. Masoud Karim, hello Robert, happy Friday. When are driving to the west again? What's the plan for winter? Thanks. Well, the plan for winter, I'm doing a hike next month down and right before Thanksgiving down into the Grand Canyon, and that's the main thing for next month. Then December, I would love to finish Route 66 and pick up the ORV, and then be back in Florida for Christmas. I'm gonna have to fly, and we'll figure it out. And in January, yes, Tampa RV show would be something that I want to do. But I'm still gonna have Pelicruiser out west, so we can do a little bit of Quartzsite, and then slowly, maybe finally go up to Sacramento and do that Bay Area meetup, that Central California meetup, and then take US 50 east, and weather permitting, take it all the way. We do have to cross the Rockies at Monarch Pass, and that could be tricky in winter, so we'll take it one day at a time. If we have to go back south and come back south, we will. Birthdays are good for your health. The more you have, the longer you live. Stephen Priv, yeah, that's certain. That's true, for sure. Let's post more flags. Fabio Lopez. Age, Ramblin' Ruben. Age may be just a number, but in my case, it is an exponent. I'm 2 to the 5th power old. Okay, that's cool. Why didn't you get Captain Wings for your spacesuit? I don't know, because it does say, because I'm a commander. I'm not a captain, I'm a commander. Captain and commander. Old Horse the song, you sing it so well. You mean Caballo Viejo? Cuando el amor llega así de esta manera. Yeah, that's the old horse. Solomon got somebody knock on the door. Have a great one. You too. Robert S., you need a Starfleet uniform next year, Captain Morales. And I probably still have it somewhere. I bought it at a Star Trek convention. Man, it was the early 90s. It was here. I think it was either Fort Lauderdale or Palm Beach. I went with a friend of mine at the time who was even Trekkier than me. And it was really cool. I got a poster with the Starship Enterprise that I have somewhere. I got that shirt. And we saw some of the stars. I mean, Deep Space Nine was like halfway through at that point. And the Odo was there. I don't know who else was. I can't remember. But yeah, Starfleet uniform. I do have an original Captain Picard uniform. But yeah, I'm always depressed, reminded that I'm several years older than Robert. Well, you know, it's just a number, like they say. Best humorous story about a cruise ship trip: a supposedly fun thing I'll never do again, by David Foster Wallace. I'm not gonna say let me rephrase, because I may have, especially on the podcast this morning, I may have sounded very negative about the cruise. I will do a cruise again, but I think I'm done with the Caribbean, or with this area of the world, because, you know, you just take 2 days to go somewhere unnecessarily slow, and it's just ocean. You know, I'll do a cruise where there's a view outside my balcony every day, like Alaska, and I'll do a cruise to a place where I cannot fly or drive, like Antarctica, Tristan da Cunha, St. Helena, those kind of places. Or maybe even a European cruise where you're like, you know, every day you're at a different port and there's always a view. Might do that. But Leslie Pryor, hello from the Midwest, with the leaves changing, Southern Illinois. Cool. We saw the beginning of the leaves changing last month in Michigan. Robert, how was the reservation for the steakhouse on Friday, day one of the cruise? Last Friday, it was good. Well, we did it on Saturday. Actually, it was the day of the meet and greet at that space that Donovan reserved for us. And I was able to delay it by 2 hours. It wasn't like the best steakhouse experience I've had in my life, but it was good. Good wine, decent steak. I mean, no real complaints. And we had a great view of the wake of the ship, because it is called the wake for a reason. And great ambience. But you have a window like this right next to your table, and you see the wake of the ship at night. That was fantastic. You should have worn the Picard suit for Halloween. Maybe next year. I have to look for it. Alaska cruise. Why am I doing Alaska cruise? Try the river cruise in Europe. That's another one that I would do. Because river cruise, you know, if you do the Danube River or the Rhine or one of those, you have castles and, you know, stuff. And I want to do, even though the Mississippi is not the most scenic river in the world, for the most part. Some areas are scenic, but you know what I mean. I'm sure you know what I mean. But you know, you are not in the middle of the ocean just staring at water. So that's another one that I would love to do. I'm just scrolling down here. Maybe it's certain beers that you're allergic to. Could be. Hey, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto is here. And 61 Caddy on Route 66 celebrating 34 months as a Chief Pelican Head. I'll be winterizing tomorrow, November 1st, for both boat and RV. A moment of silence, please. Certainly. Traveling Road, thank you. I got the olive green Pellicruz. It's gorgeous, my friend. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. Deborah Lewis, love your Route 66 videos. Which part was your favorite, Robert? I really enjoyed the first two states, Illinois and Missouri. I mean, it's hard to tell a favorite part because scenery-wise, once you get to New Mexico, I mean, there's New Mexico and Arizona are probably some of the most scenic parts. I want to say Arizona, especially once you see the San Francisco peaks in the distance. And from there on, it's like, yeah, overload. Robert, I need your own. You need your own catchphrase, like Picard, who says "engage." Yeah, for sure. I would love to go on a river cruise as well. Any updates on the new Pellicruz's name? It's probably going to be Pellicamper. Pellicamper, the trailer, Pellicruiser, the Class C. I think that's what it's going to be. Your trip to Spain was awesome. Lots of beautiful things to see. We enjoy those videos. Yeah, and I do want to do a European road trip. We didn't do one this year, but next year we definitely have to do one. But there are many uncertainties and variables for next year, so we'll see. Matt Harrison made it. Better late than never. Beer me for the RV DJ and traveling with Jeff. A big fan of American cruise lines and traveling the U.S. cities. Cool. Trailer traveling. So fitting that your Toronto video is coming out on the same weekend that Toronto will be in the World Series. Isn't that something? And I do have the end of the Toronto video. You haven't watched. Nobody has watched it yet. But we happened to exit CN Tower at exactly the same time as a Toronto Blue Jays game was over, and we walked along those thousands of people. Yeah, that was something else, and it's one of those serendipitous things that was inconvenient because we couldn't get an Uber. We had to walk all the way back to the car. But, the experience of seeing everybody. I think they lost that game because nobody looked like very happy. But anyway, Pellicamper, nice name for a new trailer. Thank you. Have you been, young Dave, have you been to both Kennedy and Houston Space Centers? How about the U Space and Rocket Center in Huntsville? Which one do you recommend? Well, Kennedy Space Center is being 35 years. So I'm overdue for a repeat. I went back to see a Falcon 9 launch, but it was just someone who worked for SpaceX who invited us, and we got to see it closer than anybody else. We were right next to the big clock with the countdown. I mean, that was a unique experience for sure. But visiting the actual Space Center is being 35 years. Houston we did in 2019, and Huntsville I believe I did in 2018. So I've been to all of those. I mean, Houston is really cool. I mean, they're all unique in their own way. When I went to the one in Huntsville, Space and Rocket Center, it was kind of deserted. So I'll vote for Houston on this one just because my memories of Kennedy Space Center are so distant. But then again, Kennedy Space Center has the VAB, right? The Vehicle Assembly Building, which is one of the largest one-room buildings in the world. I mean, yeah. Eric Nomadic just got 5 acres back near Sholo, yeah. And the next time, if I get the next Pellicamp, it's going to definitely be more than just 1 acre. I just, I haven't had the amount of money that it takes. It's a lot for something that at this point I am not gonna be using all that much. In his case, it makes sense, but in my case, it doesn't at this point. Um, and I'm sure the road to get to that piece of land he bought, that's probably an adventure to drive. But Masood Karim, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Will you visit Ruby Mountains in Elko, Nevada? Ruby Mountain. Hope someday. I hope someday. I right now I have no plans. Let me see where Ruby Mountain is, because it could be something relatively easy. I mean, I'm flying back to Vegas in roughly 2 weeks. Ruby Mountains. Huh. It's middle of nowhere, Nevada. You realize that, right? But I'm gonna add them to my list because at some point, there's so much to see. I mean, 10 lifetimes would not be enough to see the United States, let alone the world. Have you had any trick-or-treaters? No, this neighborhood is not very big on trick-or-treaters. Which ORV model is it? 21BD just came out. I would say Houston is more comprehensive. Yeah, I really enjoyed Houston. Kennedy Space Station charges some serious money for a tour. I haven't been there, as I said, in 35 years, so I don't even remember how much it was. Robert, do you have the Lincoln Highway on your list from Jean Lavoie to do in the future? I have been looking at that one, possible trip at some point, but probably not anytime soon. I mean, after Route 66. I mean, I've enjoyed it tremendously, but it was more of an undertaking than I was expecting. Of course, Route 66 is probably more dense with attractions than the Lincoln Highway, but who knows? Do you think you'll start to do some improvements to Pelicamp West in 2026? I'm thinking early 26 for sure. Early 26. If whatever I can get to in January is gonna be what I'm gonna do the most. Hey, Bobby Zarate, and my mom really likes my clothes. Huh? It's not. I mean, I'm getting itchy, so as soon as we finish this, I'm taking it off. But yeah, how much territory will you add to the traveling Roman Empire, as in land? We'll see. We'll see how much, how much we can afford to spend on land. It's not like I have unlimited funds, but I definitely want to have one in the middle of the country. It would be more or less, if I look at a map, it would be kind of where San Antonio is, San Antonio, Austin, maybe a little farther north. Somewhere like, where and I'd like to quote Steinbeck here, somewhere where the map folds, at the beginning of the West, kind of halfway through the country. Young Dave, great place to see mountain scenery near Elko, Lamoille Canyon. It reminded me of high country in the Sierra or Colorado. Cool. Did you ever go trick-or-treating as a kid? Well, as a kid, I was in Cuba, and Halloween was not a thing at all. So no, I went trick-or-treating once or twice as. Actually, we accompanied, the kids of the family as a late teenager, probably. What countries would you like to visit? Rafael Ugali. Oh, how much time do you have? Off the top of my head, most of Europe, Egypt, if we're going that way. Probably Israel. Dubai. If the world ever gets fixed up, some of Russia, for sure. India, certain places. I'm trying to think, and probably Malaysia, Singapore, that area, Southeast Asia, Philippines, Japan, Australia, of course, New Zealand. In southern Africa, I would love to see Victoria Falls and the snows of Kilimanjaro. And then most of South America. I would like to. I would like to explore South America, and yeah. Pelicamp, Mexico or Alaska? Probably not. Probably not. Either of them. No. I think I'm gonna stick to the United States. If anything, if there was gonna be an overseas Pelicamp, probably something in southern Spain, maybe. But yeah. Amanda J, hello, late, happy Halloween to all. Love your costume, Robert. Thank you. Yeah, if you haven't guessed, I'm a space shuttle astronaut, which dates myself to the time when the space shuttle used to fly. Non-goober boy, what would you like to get for Christmas? Wish list, and if you have any other holiday merchandise. I don't have any new merchandise. I'll probably have something by the end of the year. For Christmas, nah, I pretty much have everything I need. I might get me a new camera here and there, but yeah. Pelicamp North, Maine. Maine could be a location. But this is the thing with my Pelicamps. I don't want anything to be too like at an extreme end of the country, like Maine, you know, like I wouldn't do Pacific Northwest either. I'm thinking Pelicamps at places, you know, along the way. And yeah, of course, I would like something waterfront, but that's not in the immediate plans. Are you going to Fresno, California? Maybe. It's possible. Now on the probably January. Let's be realistic about this. That's probably going to be January. Oh no, I'm running out of beer. Hey, Brody. Hello and happy Halloween, everyone. Happy Halloween to you too. Yeah. Goober, here's the thankful Thanksgiving and everyone you have. Hello to mom and wife. Thank you so much. Yeah. And Masood Karim, thank you for that super chat. Robert, rate these states: Nevada, Colorado, Arizona, Utah, California, New Mexico. Oh man, well, the Nevada just because I mean, and I haven't seen the whole of Nevada. I haven't seen all that much Nevada, and I love certain parts, but it's gonna be the shorter end of that draw. Probably New Mexico, Colorado, Arizona, Utah, and California, and that's in not that particular order. But yeah, that's kind of the order. California, just because it is so vast and so diverse, and Utah is just has those 5 national parks that are like a different planet. Arizona is almost as diverse as California. So is New Mexico. Colorado haven't explored all that much. In Colorado, it's up there. It's different. It's a different animal altogether. And Nevada has some great spots. but it's a beautiful swath of nothingness, but there's a lot of nothingness, which is a beautiful nothingness, don't get me wrong, but it's a very, what I've seen is very, the Great Basin, mountain ranges, and if those other five states wouldn't be on the list, Nevada would probably be number one, right next to Oregon or, there's so much to see out there. Redman R522, happy Halloween, and we're doing the daylight saving time for 2025. Fall back this weekend. Yep, and I'm kind of looking forward to that. I mean, I know it's gonna be dark at 5 p.m., but then right now it is dark at 7:30. So I mean, sunrise is at 7:30 here in South Florida. So, what about Pelican, Chicago suburbs? It depends. It depends. It could be. It could happen at some point. I haven't explored as much. Robert, in honor of your wife, call your planet Planet Illy. Yeah, that would be a good one. Cool hat. Thank you, El Mandalorian. This is the way. Mr. Roboto, anything on your RV Black Friday wish list? I know I'm going to be buying a lot of stuff for the new RV whenever we get it. But nothing specific yet. Not really. A lot of the stuff that I need, I'm going to transfer from Minitini, the original. Anything on your RV? Okay, I already read that one. Pelicamp, Asheville, North Carolina. You'll be near Sierra Nevada Brewing and the Biltmore House of Beer. If I could get something, maybe not like City Asheville, but something in those mountains that doesn't have an HOA, like a small piece of land that has like at least half an acre of flat land to build. Yeah, I would love Pelicamp, Ohio. I would love to get something. Yeah, Ohio is a cool state in that sense. Maybe something not quite on Lake Erie, but close enough. Yeah, that could work. Bobby Zarate, speaking of New Zealand, have you seen ABC Camping Channel? I have not. Maybe I should. I have not. No, I haven't really done. I have done zero research on New Zealand, to be honest. Keep it close to each other, the states. Yeah. Lisa, happy Halloween, everyone. Hello, Robert and Illy. And the pink hand. Yay, pink hand. Mount Airy, North Carolina. Yep. That could be. Hey, Jeffrey DiBartolo. Anywhere in Appalachia. That would be probably my next Pelicamp. Just because the Midwest is far away, and it would be a stage in my life in which I'm more full timing. We'll see. If in Ohio, you could be near Buc-ee's, north of Dayton. Yeah, and that Dayton area, that's kind of the sweet spot too, right? I just drove through Dayton like a month ago. Miss Sudella, hi Robert. We had a nice drive through the Douglas Pass to Dinosaur National Park. That one is on the short list. Pretty cool. You should check it out. I will. I definitely will. Probably sometime next year. I have to plan, and right now there are way too many variables in my travel plans. So. How often do you go traveling? I try to do it at least, like half of the year. Some trips are longer, like Alaska was over 3 months, and some trips are shorter. But yeah. What's your favorite spot in Utah? Oh man, it has to be one of the Canyonlands National Parks. So somewhere around Moab. It's probably. But yeah, it's hard to to just narrow it down to one, if you will. Christopher Elson, good night. Have a great time in Sweden. How about Camp? That's what I was saying. If someday, not anytime soon, but yeah, maybe something in southern Spain would just because of the fact that I speak the language, so it would be an easy transition for me, and the food, I love the food. But yeah, Chip and Chatter, is the new RV going to be set up for more boondocking? Not initially. Well, as far as holding tanks, yes. And I have a built-in generator, onboard generator, so if anything, I could just fire it up and have electricity. But of course, I will be making noise. So yeah, eventually, we're gonna do like as much lithium as we can put in there, and that nice Victron 3000 VA inverter and all the other good stuff. It comes with 1000 watts from the factory of solar. So yeah. Any Europe plans? Nothing solid, but I do want to do something next year. We'll see if we can do it spring, doubtful, but I mean, we've done crazier things impromptu. I mean, at least we used to back in the day when we were younger and restless, right? One day, I mean, when we went to Dusseldorf back in 2009, it was like 2 weeks before. I'm like, I need a break. Let's go to Europe. And at the time, I had a temporary job at Telemundo. So, but I did, I'll take a week without pay, please. I just need a break. And they gave it to me, and we went to Dusseldorf, Amsterdam, and Bruges, passing through Brussels. Only a week, but we saw a lot. Did I hear an old clunker calling your name? We'll see what we do the next time we go to Europe. Maybe we'll get a more vetted RV at the time, or maybe we won't do RV. I mean, it's not a requirement, right, that we have to rent an RV. We could do Airbnbs and maybe rent a car or take a train. It's we'll see. Robert, do you still find Las Vegas exciting? Yes, Masood Karim. It's Las Vegas to me. It's a place like Key West. When I'm there, it kind of like makes me happy. Even though Las Vegas, it's become super expensive. But are you replacing the dinette? No, I am not. Lisa, what are your plans with Arizona? Camp, tiny home, or just a landing pad? Just a landing pad. I just have to figure out the permits for a driveway and the septic. We do have city water. We do have a power post in the corner, so this should be easy just to have one RV site. Any USA places you recommend going to from Max Hub? Oh, we're over time here, but I mean, how much time do you have? If you want beaches, I recommend Destin. If you want mountains, Sierra Nevada, or the Rockies or Alaska, for crying out loud. Cities, nothing beats New York. Although there are some great smaller cities that, let me tell you, like Kansas City, like Dallas, great town. We really enjoyed Detroit recently. I mean, there's so much. Chicago, don't listen to the news. Chicago, that downtown area of Chicago is fabulous. Greatest pizza in the world. Sorry, New York. Yeah, it depends where you want to go, what you want to do. Any of the top 20 national parks in the United States is going to be great. Any of the great 5 in Utah or Yosemite, Yellowstone, Big Bend, Glacier, Rocky Mountain. I mean, it's last call for alcohol. Cheers, everybody. We are out of time. The space shuttle is waiting for me. We're gonna take off to the space station, fix that Hubble telescope, and favorite city in California, Robert? Huh. I mean, it's gotta be San Francisco, right? Although I like LA too. Anyway, thank you everybody for hanging out on this Halloween evening with us. You know, trick or treat. And this Sunday, it's gonna be a long-ish video about the greatest city north of the border, Toronto, Canada. And yeah, I don't know what else. Oh, guitar. I'm at the Flagami Studio, so I can play the guitar. And today I'm gonna play Sonia's. If I can get it out of. Hey, it doesn't want to come out of here. Am I doing this wrong? I think I broke it. Woo! Not the guitar, the stand. It didn't want to come off. What's wrong with it? Oh boy. Oh, it's slippery with this polyester. I'm riding. Oh, it's slipping down. Wait, hold on. I have to put my leg somewhere. Here we go. Riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm me, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Houston, we have a problem. No, we don't, Mandalorian. This is the way. And I'm either an inmate or an astronaut. Pick your. Thank you. Have a great weekend. And see you. Happy Halloween. And see you Sunday for the premiere. And then next Friday for another one of these live streams. Bye, everybody. Happy trails.